Hello, people. So, tonight I just want to talk about accepting emotions and the fact that even if you are a self actualizing person and you can accept good and bad, even when you're successful, you still you still don't always have it your own way. You still have to, just check in with yourself from time to time. Just ask yourself, am I okay? Self actualizing people are people that, reach their full potential and they like growing, developing themselves and pushing themselves through barriers. And it's just part of the process of just achieving what you want to do. And even if you're a successful businessman, even if you had a happiest man with your family and whatever you've got at home, you still have to check in with yourself. You still think to yourself, I've got to go through with this. This is on my head. My head's heavy. And you've always got to accept that you're not always going to feel 100%. Sometimes you're going to get depressed. Not clinically depressed, but it might be, but you're not necessarily clinically depressed, just heavy, down in the dumps, grieving, depressed over just things that happen. Because we all grieve from little things to big things. It could be, losing someone. It could be the fact that you've not had it all your own way at work, or you've had something that's let you down. So we all feel a bit heavy at times, and tonight I'm just a bit drained and my head's a bit heavy, but I can accept that. That's just part of who I am. I've not always felt like this, and sometimes you have to just stand still and just let everything be with you. Hold it where it is. Let everything disappear. Let it just channel out, or just try and keep yourself going. But I've still got goals. I've still got books to read. I've still got a family to support and look after and be a team with. I've still got good people around me. I've still got people on the end of the phone. I'm not in a bad place. I'm not in a bad place one bit. It's just that tonight I'm really tired and I just feel it on my head a bit heavy, and I'm trying to do a bit of studying, and I felt like I just want to come down and just talk and just tell you where I am, and obviously help you see how things are. Life ain't perfect by a far stretch, and you've always got to be working on something if you want to, survive within, what's around us, whether it's the COVID, whether it's your day-to-day struggles. We all have struggles, and that's part of being a high-functioning person who can self-actualize and do good stuff. And sometimes, even if you're not bothered about, growing as a person, you're still going to feel heavy thoughts and heavy feelings inside and in your head. And like I said, there's a time to be serious. There's a time to feel like crying or maybe shed a few tears. There's a time to be left alone. There's a time to think about things. There's a time to go crazy, but just control yourself. And there's a time to say, leave me alone. I don't want to know you right now. Can you please go away? And sometimes, we have to work on relationships, and we can't always work on the same ones all the time. So sometimes, people may get a bit disappointed in who you are if you are a self-actualizing person and you like to grow and develop, because, people like routine and structure. And sometimes when you're always growing and developing, you get to a point where you don't necessarily need routine and structure. You just need to know what the process is, what you need to achieve, and where you need to get to. So if at any point you haven't seen me for a while, or I ain't spoke to you, don't ever take it personally. It's just that where I am and what I'm doing right now is where I am and what I'm doing. You'll see me at some point, and you might see me in a while, you might see me in a long time, you might see me soon. You don't know. But if you see me, don't take it too personally. I'm alright. I'm just surviving, getting on with things, and being a self-actualizing person, accepting all my emotions, being accountable for what they are, and saying, yeah, this is my stuff, I can own it. We all make mistakes, and we're allowed to make mistakes. So don't, go around like everybody's perfect and, everyone's, no nothing to worry about, because we all have worries and we all have stresses, and nobody's perfect. We've all got demons, we've all got little thoughts on our shoulder going, you know what, and sometimes you have to say, well, I'm accountable for what I do, so I'll step up and I'll challenge that, and I'll make sure that I'm doing my best to make myself a better person with all my vulnerabilities and self-actualize. And I just wanted to let you know that, accept your emotions, good or bad. And we are allowed to be emotional, because really deep down inside we are emotional people. And you can go from on top of the world to the bottom of the lake sometimes. And sometimes in the modern world, because everyone's so, superior, us men, we like to, be strong and seen as powerful people. But sometimes you don't always have to be the biggest man in the room. You just have to be owning your stuff, being accountable for who you are and what you're doing. And, having self-awareness, knowing full well not to get caught up in bad stuff, and self-awareness to say, well, I don't need to go there because I've seen it before, or, that's just something you don't want. So be smart, be respectable, own your stuff, be accountable, and stand up for what's right and what you believe in. And do people good turn. Don't, try and, stamp on people and kick them down. And just try and do the right thing for yourself and the people around you. Because, we all need people that are accountable. And so does your community. And so does everyone else. Okay? And a lot of spiders just dropped down. So I'll just let him roam. But yeah. Happy days. Yeah, mate. Okay. Keep going. Okay, so yeah. Happy days. Accept your emotions and just be at peace in yourself with everything around you, nature, people, and try and grow, try and learn. That's my advice. And try and learn to be a better person for where you go and be and the people you care about the most. Okay, peace, and we out. See you later, mate. Goodbye, people.